record on my iPad now, and then we're going to shift this down so you can see. Yeah, this is big loss of freedom for them. They feel the difference. They feel the change. It's something that is tricky. It's something that needs must, but it feels like really tricky. The crumbling of what they've built, something that has changed, and what they've built, but there's some kind of crumbling, and that's really difficult right now for them. The Page of Wands and the message going forward. This is a message. There is excitement for this change. It's something they aren't feeling yet. This feels like it's going to be like, oh shit, oh no, they're going to not like the option, but it's something that needs to happen. The Page of Wands. This is the youthful, energized, fiery energy that's coming forward. The Five of Pentacles. They do feel a little bit like they're put out to pasture, put out to cold. And it's not anything that can be avoided. It will be adapted for. They will get adjustment will come for them. There will be an adjustment. But it feels like there's a little bit of the loss of independence that would naturally be there that they're going to feel first. It's going to be blunt. It's going to be a little bit difficult adjustment. How long for that difficult adjustment? I need to know. I want to look. I want to snoop before we even go any further. What are we looking for this difficult adjustment? It feels like 5 to 8 weeks is going to be what it is, which is actually shockingly quicker than what you think. But the first 5 weeks are going to be tough, and then it feels like the 8 weeks will be tricky. And then you get what's going forward. Then you get Queen of Pentacles energy coming through. Now, this Queen of Pentacles, she's the one that's prepared. She knows exactly what to do with what she has as far as the resources and the finances. She knows the value of a certain thing. She knows what needs to be handled. She knows how to turn the tumbleweed to the Christmas tree. She knows how to take what she has and make magic out of it. So this is something that's important going forward. And the Moon. For this first month, it's going to be hard on her too. So whoever is this Queen of Pentacles, it's going to be hard on her for the first month. And then it'll get a little bit easier. And it feels like 8 weeks is what's going on. The 5 to 8 weeks time period. That does feel like it's the amount of adjustment period that would be there. And probably overall, honestly, it's going to take a little bit longer for them to really get the groove. But it feels like this is something that's been well thought out. It's important. It's not something that is rash at all. It doesn't feel like it's the wrong choice at all. It feels like it is trickier to do this than most anything that you've done before. It feels trickier for them also to know what they need to do. And it doesn't feel like both of them know. It feels like one of them kind of knows and the other one, it isn't as, feels like one of them is cognitively not as good up there. I don't know what that's about. They would rather be together. They would rather have things going together and in a different direction. But that's what I'm getting. Now here we have the the Chariot coming through. This is balancing the horses. This is doing what's best and getting the horses in line. Even though they feel they're going 2 different directions, it's getting those horses in line in order to move forward. Now let's see what else we were seeing here. We were seeing the King of Swords coming through. This is something that's been strategic. This is something that's planned. It's something that's important, even though some people would think that it's cold. Don't judge yourself too harshly for making the tough decisions. You're doing the best you can with the cards that you've been dealt, literally. So don't judge yourself too harshly on this. We've got this coming through right here. Devil's right next to it. And there is something about a lie that wants to keep you stuck. Somebody that's right here, it's like you are seeing a way to unchain a situation. To unchain it, it's like somebody is unchaining it. Now this Chariot where the 2 horses are yoked together and they need to go forward and they need to go forward and they need to go forward. And then the Devil has them and it feels like a little bit of a diminishment, but they're still yoked together and somebody is actually doing a release and setting something free. There's a freedom that comes in this situation and I'm not sure why. That's not usually what I get with this card. I'm a little bit choked up on this one. It feels like there's difficulty in the situation all around. It's like there's enough difficulty to spare going around here. Anything else we need to know about this Devil? Because it feels like the option that you don't want to do that's the necessary evil, the necessary option is the best option, even though it's a difficult option. Page of Wands right here. Yeah. Kids are having to make the energized choice. Kids are having to do what's best. Kids are having to make a different kind of choice, and it's a difficult one. It's not easy. But this is going to be a better thing in the long run. The Magician's in the house here, upright. There's a magic that returns. There is a relief of something, and I do not mean to sound cold or callous in saying this, but there is a relief of burden. What I can tell you is before my mother died, she was really, really sick, and my sister and I had to make some decisions on this. And my sister was like, maybe I should move Mom to my house. And I'm like, we can't do that. I didn't have the space at the time. Phil and I were in a smaller space. And my sister, she had the space, but it would have just totally drained her life completely. Like, she wouldn't have been able to do anything. My mom was needing more than my sister and I had the skill set to care for. She needed nurses. She needed care. She needed extra help. She needed somebody to keep track of what needed to keep track of and know what was going on in a way that was beyond what my sister and I, although we loved my mom, we couldn't keep track of that much in the pills and the charts and the meds and it would have been really, really bad. And the magic was in having her in the place that she needed to be for the best care at the situation at the time. And it feels very much that that is similar for you. The Seven of Wands, hold your own boundaries. You are here to lead your life and do the best you can with your life. And this is something where once you're clear on it and you know the boundary is set, you know the boundary is set. What else do you need to know about this situation with Mom and Dad? Ten of Pentacles. There is legacy coming through. There's inheritance. There's legacy. There's an understanding and a passing of the torch. This is huge. There's an understanding about what's going on. There's a wisdom going on. This would be when the ancestors would come in and intervene. Before my mom died, I think my grandpa was probably visiting her. My grandpa had been long dead, and I think he was visiting her for at least a year before she actually died. So I'm not saying your parents will cross over or anything soon. I'm just saying the ancestors, when things have to adjust and adjust it in these situations, there is ancestors around. There is angelic forces around to help with this. So don't freak yourself out on this. Don't freak yourself out. Now I'm going to scroll back down and see if I can see exactly how you phrased your question about the work, because that answers about the assisted living. It feels like the right move. It feels like a good move to do. Now hang on for a second. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to get it to open up. Okay, what can I tell you about the year? The work and the year. Okay, I want to keep these cards down. We're going to go into my third deck, and we're going to look just more specifically for what's going on for you. So that's what we're going to look at next, okay? All right. Oh, sorry there. Okay. The work in the year. I want a different trajectory. It's like you've got two rays and a vector point. Okay. Wow, that devil energy is the vector point. Look at this coming up. The work, and can you allow yourself to have the freedom? Can you allow yourself to be released from the bondage of obligation? That's the question going forward for you for the next year. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. What we're seeing here, I'm going to flip this down so you can see again. Okay. What we've got here is the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is a significant thing. There's speed. There's a haste coming up. This Tower card comes in again. It's like this is a hurdle that you have to overcome. So we're seeing a repeat of the Devil. We're seeing a repeat of the Tower that was over there. And we're also seeing this repeat of the Seven of Wands of holding your boundary. This is a lot of repeats to be seeing. This feels like your work is to get this situated. Once you get this situated, you can go forward. There is something that you have to liberate yourself, and it's important and it's difficult. Six of Wands coming in. This is that victory coming through. And then the Star. There's healing coming forward out of this, and I don't know why. I mean, I don't know all the details of your situation, but there's healing coming out of this. Now, let's see as we go towards work. This has to be handled first, okay, honey? Then we go towards work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it. We're seeing the Six of Wands as you move towards your own hopes, your own dreams and aspirations. You're learning how to transmute energy. This is the star, and like the sister of the star would be Temperance here. This is how you transform, how you, what's that word? Transmute is the word I want. Transmute. How you take one energy and back and forth, following the gentle nudge to the best of your ability and beyond the point of healing. Now you're into the point where you're creating magic. Then here you have the Two of Wands, the world in your hands and what's on the horizon. This is feeling like an 8-month splat of time. We've got an 8-month plat of time. Give me just a second. Lucy's in the house. Lucy's one of my guides. What do you want to tell her? It feels like an arduous path. What she's showing is an arduous path where it's like on the edge, as if you were driving a mountain road. But okay, Lucy, just, all right. Give me a minute. Lucy, what do you want to tell her? Walk the path, stay the course. It is quite the climb. It is a steep ask, a big ask. Continue in your work. That's where your liberation lies. You need your work at this time, dear. You need your work. This is part of your job too. Your job isn't just to fulfill an obligation. Your job is to do the work that you came here for. Your purpose is not met yet just by being in one particular role. You have more work to do. Your work is something that will help carry you through, help you get over the part of the adjustment, mourning, loss, differentiation, adaptation, all of this. You need to climb the path. It's a slow and steady climb. It will be lit little at a time, little at a time. There's grace around you, lavender, lavender pink. Lucy, can you get clear on the lavender, lavender pink? Lavender, lavender pink, there's a frame, there's an energy. This is something you need to be looking for, something that is almost in a frame. She's showing me a frame. I'm getting a lavender or pink frame. There's something, oh, this is something that's nostalgia from the past. Lavender pink. Yeah. Like a Six of Cups energy. Okay, Lucy, take it away. Look for the frame. Look for how you frame and reframe your past. Look for how you frame and reframe what's coming forward in your work. Your work is a gift right now. Let that gift be there for you. Your work is a gift for you, and it is the gift you give to others. Let that gift be there for you first. Okay. All right. What else going forward in the year? You had the world in the hand and the world on the horizon. I'm going back into the cards now. Let's see what we got here. Wow. You are to take an inspired lead and move forward. You are meant to be inspiring others. So whatever has been draining you needs to be set down so you can go forward and lead, inspire, move forward, and charge forward. You are getting renewal. You are getting recharged. There is something coming forward from the depths of you. Something you are meant to do. Not just to be forever on your boundaries, on your back foot, but actually to carry a torch forward. This next year is a big year for you. Now here you have the Four of Cups. Don't reject what the universe is trying to bring you, even if it is difficult emotionally. Do not reject it. The Sun, the happiest card in the deck. The Sun is going to bring illumination. It's going to come, and it's going to come probably more towards summer than what you think, but this is what's coming in. And then we have the Page of Cups. There's some kind of creativity and creative endeavor that you are inspired to do that's going to be what you're moving forward. Anything else that we can tell her about this year going forward? What's in July? Something in July. We've got the 8 and 9 of Pentacles, the independent woman who has been working hard. There's going to be a time and a season where your independence feels really good to have. You're going to take a break, take a reprieve, but it's going to be, you can check on things, check on obligations a little less regularly, a little bit less draining, and you're going to be able to have some luxury time, some time where you can relax. This is beautiful, beautiful, because you've worked, and you've set it up to be so. This is what I would look forward to is July. I don't know what that's about, but that's what I'm getting. That feels complete. Yeah. I've probably overloaded you a little bit, but that's what feels complete. That's what I've got for you, honey. I hope that's helpful. If it sounds like you are in for some difficulty and some challenge that is It's not necessarily of your own doing, and it's not that nobody has ever gone through it, but it is a difficult one. So be gentle with yourself as you go through this. This is not an easy decision time for you. It's tricky, and that's okay to navigate it the best you can. It's okay. So that's what I've got for you. Okay, next is Stephanie for a blind. Let me put these cards away, and then we'll see what we can do. 1 second. All right. Stephanie for a blind. All right, we'll see what's going on here in just a sec. Woo! Hang on. You betcha. If I can get them out, please come out. Okay, okay. Where were the others? There they are. Okay. All right. So, Stephanie for a blind. We've got the, I think it's the African Goddess cards here. We've got the Female Spirit Oracle here, and then the Oceanic Oracle here. So this is what's come through, and it's come through this one, then this one, then this one. So that's what's come through for Stephanie for the blind. So let's see what's going on. All right. And these are piping hot, like barely inked these today. Okay. We've got lectern, starry sky, and contemplation. Leadership, decision-making, and influence going on. Starry sky, dreams, hopes, and future. And then contemplation, intuition, emptying, and inner. Now give me just a second. I want you to see these. I'll flip them upside down so you can see kind of how they came through. Okay. Whoa, sorry. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. This one comes through, and it feels like something that is an important night. It feels like something that is spotlighted about the dream that you have and seeing something very differently than what you expected to see it. The thing that came through in the spotlight, it for me wasn't coming through as an outside. This is where you might feel most connected. But for me, what it showed, the visual I got was like a museum where the piece of art is featured, and what I got was Van Gogh. The way he saw the world, the way he did the world, like if you think Starry, Starry Night, or if you think the sunflowers or anything like that, the way that you see things is different. The way you relate to what you're perceiving is different. When you are under the open sky, it really, really helps you get connected in a huge, huge way, and it helps you be able to lead verbally. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to the next set of cards, see what's coming through. Wow. This has to do with scarcity, and it says, I don't know if I'm saying this right, sokoyant. And then it says asasayal, with just joy. What have you been depriving yourself of, or what have you been believing that has maybe kind of ripped your joy away from you, or taken more of your energy than you realize? Just because you see the world differently doesn't mean you see it wrong. You see the world differently. All right. So say that you think that you see the world differently. My brain goes to ugly duckling, and then it goes, nope, that's not right. It's bird in the fishbowl, bird in the fishbowl. You cannot be a fish. You know the story of the ugly duckling. The more dramatic demonstration of that story is if you were living in a fishbowl, a little bird thinking that you're a fish. You're not. You're not at all. But something that you're paying attention to is fish, 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 when everything outside the bowl, it needs to be what you're paying attention to. It needs to be bigger than that. You need to live larger, child, live larger. That's Mo in the house. Mo is my guide that usually gives me post-its, and it's saying live larger, child. And she doesn't usually even put 3 words. Sometimes it's just 1 word or 2 words. Live larger, child. It's time for you to step up. Storms, woo. It's not so much that you're in the storms, it's you command the storms. Very interesting. Now you've got Oya coming through, and you've got the joy that needs to be there. There needs to be something cleansed and let go. If you can let go of that tonight on this full moon, it would be very, very good. And then make room for the spotlight to come through. Start commanding the storm again. Start understanding your energy. Get out of the damn fishbowl. Okay. I saw your message to Mo. She's doing this. So, Chad, she's giving you a thumbs up like, okay. All right. Okay. We have the Coral Cathedral. It says, honor the sacredness of each moment and live fully and in the present. This is what you're being asked to do. The Coral Cathedral is just as sacred as the night sky, and it's just as sacred as knowing that you are the storm bringer. You are creating the energy around you. If you need to create a storm, if you really need to throw a fit or create a hubbub, save that energy for when you really need to have that energy there. But if you need to create something that just washes something clean and lets it go and lets it release, that's a good place to start. It doesn't negate the power. You can summon the power that you need. The whales, tap into your inner wisdom to navigate life's depths with grace and majesty. You're able to do this. Now, there was this interesting thing about whales, and it's like, I don't know where I came across this information, but the whales, basically, they all start singing the same song when they're traveling, and the newborn calves are with the whales. They sing the same song, and then they go around, and as they get older and travel and navigate the oceans, what they do is start varying the songs. And there's a variation to the songs that they do. But then as they've gotten older, somehow, I don't know if it's the end of the season or the end of their migrational path or whatever, by the time they get there, the whole pod knows the song and each of the variations. So they all can sing differently. Now the crystal chemist, my sister's in Hawaii and visited a whale place, and that was something that she mentioned. And she mentioned it like she does the Marco Polos, and she mentioned it on a blip. And she mentioned it to me because it made her think of my mother, who was very into singing. Yeah. I may not have articulated that well, but you can look it up, and it's true. It's truth to the bone. It's truth to the bone. My mom will come in when there needs to be harmonic vocals coming through. There is something that you can summon the storm. You can, yeah, okay. There's something that you can summon the storm. You have the gift of light singing here coming through as a spiritual gift. This is you summoning the storm. What I can tell you about light singing, when people do light language, they do light language, or they might do different things that they do, like Reiki stuff that's light language. They might be doing sigils or skywriting, that kind of thing. You can do light singing. So when you emotionally sing and connect, if you do this with light language, there is a gift you have to sing through something emotionally to make it cathartic, and not just for self, but you can sing up a prayer. You can sing up a prayer and send healing in a certain way, and you will know that you have done the job and the intention is there, because the emotion will be so felt that it will well up and there will be water. There will be tears. There will be catharsis, not just for you, but there will be healing offered from the most true intent of the heart, most genuine place that it could be offered. This is sacred. This is why you're in the cathedral. Think about how people would sing in a cathedral and how it would echo. This is something very, very sacred. I think that the Lemurians did this, and I don't know why I think that, but I think they did, and I think that the gift comes down through some of us in this kind of a way. This is something that I will sing up a prayer. This is something I do for healing for others. This is something that you can do. Not everybody will do light singing and do it publicly. Not everybody will do light singing and want to even know that they do that. But if there's a song that, it doesn't matter how old the song is, say it's a lullaby that your mother would have sang to you, that you sing on behalf of somebody else because it's healing or it's comforting or it's soothing. You can transmute and transform and pass that energy forward in that manner and in that way. It's a gift that you have forgotten that you have. It's why you can summon a storm. Whether you would do a lullaby or whether you would sing an anthem type of song, Either way, when you summon the energy and it's true to the bone, you summon power and send it forward. Huge. Now, the crystal caverns are saying, flow with the rhythms of life, cascading waters change and carry you to new beginnings. This is something you need to be doing. This is where the leadership comes through, and it comes through again with the vocals, like I was saying before. This is the words you speak. Finding your voice isn't just about American Idol singing, blah, blah, blah. And it's not just about even the light singing. It's also finding your voice and speaking your truth, speaking it more fully. This is huge for you. One more from here, and it will be complete. Sunrise, awakening, conscious revelation. Consciousness revelation, this is what you're going through. There's part of your awakening that's coming through right now. And tomorrow will be new morning for you. New morning, new morning. That's a delineator in time, a marker in time. You'll be able to mark this day and mark the changes that have come and move forward from tomorrow forward. This is going to be big. When you look back on this, you'll be like, yeah, I remember November. Seems like that full moon was a big one. Seems like the next day, everything started clicking. Everything started falling in line. And that's what it feels like it's doing. It's falling into place for you. That's what I've got. That's complete. That's gorgeous. Wow. Wow, that is gorgeous. Yeah. I love that for you. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Not everybody is meant to do light singing. Not everybody even would believe in it. Like, I think some of my sisters think it's a little bit goofy because they kind of a little bit more conservative than I am. But it's true, as true, as true. I know of a few other people that do it because I've seen them online. I don't know of anyone necessarily that I've met in real life because I kind of keep that on the down low. But yeah, you definitely have that gift to do that. So you are so welcome, honey. So, so welcome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Do we have anything else? What are we looking at here? Kim, let me know. I'm going to get a little bit more water because that's a necessary thing for me. Guys, go follow Stephanie the Intuitive Seer. She's way, way fun. And she does lip syncs to tarot. They're like nobody's business. So go check out her channel if you're not following her. I think it's just 8 of us in the room. Maybe they're all already following you. I don't know. Okay. Well, we'll give it a few minutes and we'll chit chat. And then if it's not picking up, then maybe we'll just set things down for tonight. So we'll see how it goes. So anyway. Okay. Hey, Maria. Hey, hey, hey. So that's what we got going on. Oh, I wanted to show you some of the cards that I got. One of them that we didn't go into very much was called the Botan Tarot. And I think it's just because it's botanical. So let me give it a couple of shuffles. And then I'll show you some of the cards just so they don't come out in completely... They shouldn't come out in the regular order. But I just... there we go. Like, it's very, very interesting. It's got a little bit of a kind of an Asian influence to it, and it's really pretty. Even though it's like a watercolor color, really, really pretty. I mean, look at that. Yeah, these still need a little bit of a shuffle. We're getting the Queen and King of Coins coming together. You can see them there. So these are going to need a little bit more shuffle, but they got the ink on them because I got 2 of them because I thought they were so gorgeous. And it's just a little bit of a different kind of art than I'm used to, but it's like, all right. So yeah, these are recent stuff that is coming through. Let's see what else is in here. Anything else? There we go. This is kind of a trippy one. Now I have the Trickster's Journey, and it kind of looked like this too, and it would have snakes and cups and kind of this Asian influence, and it's a little bit interesting. I might have to read this with that at some point and see what's going on with that. But yeah, those are fun. So anyway, that's what's going on. Oh, look at this one. This one's way fun. 7 of coins right here. Super fun. And then another one that I got, and I'll show you, and you guys might laugh at me a little bit, but that's okay. I got one that is the Teddy Bear Tarot, and I think I showed you guys that the other day. And then I got the Daydream. Let's go the Daydream. Now this one is like a little bit frou-frou. It's like maybe you're in some kind of kid's fairy tale thing. So that's what this one is. So let's take a look. Yeah, Chad, I'll play. What do you want to play? Yeah, here's a few. And this is all like little girl's daydream type of thing in here. So it's a little bit strange to just see the teacups, teacups, teacups. Let me see if I can show you some of this. It's a little bit color dense and intense, but that's what's going on with that. So I'll have to get playing with this and see if I like it a little bit more or not. The jury's still out on how much I'm going to love this one or not. Okay. So yeah, Chad, I'll play if there's something. 3 cards directly focused on women and their path forward, please. You got it. All right. 3 cards directly focused on women and their path forward. 1 second. I want this one put away. We'll put this one away. All right. We're going to the unfolding path. Tarot of the unfolding path. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. We've got the Tower. We've got the 3 of Wands. And we've got the Hierophant. This is they will become the authority. What their ship is, they're waiting for it to come in. That's the 3 of Wands, right? That's the Santa Fe burger and the Tower. These 2 are 2 of my favorites. This one can sometimes represent establishment, the government, the institutions, that kind of thing. Sometimes it can represent getting a new job, but it's also they have been given the keys and the authority. This is the time they've been given the authority. And then this one, 3 of Wands, waiting for the ship to come in. These guys are not just waiting for the ship to come in. They are on the ship that is coming in. They really have ridden out some sort of storm that's big, big, big. And it's like this tower that has fallen. Many towers have fallen. There are some few more that need taken down, knocked down, kicked over. This is something, this is a card of liberation. It's a card of freedom. It's a card of the old must crumble. And they are the ones on the ship. It reminds me of something that would be very similar to if you had pirates invading or a ship that was sent forward and they thought it was like a ghost ship or no one was there, but the women are at the helm of this ship. If you watch Game of Thrones, it would be like the woman that was what was it? The Greyjoy sister that took command of the ships and went forward is that kind of power. So there's liberation happening. There's command of the ships happening. And there's the authority to do it happening. That's big. That's very, very big. Yeah. Yeah. It's the girl that played the Greyjoy sister comes to mind. This is a little bit of Joan of Arc energy also coming through. Anything else? Queen of Coins. Excuse me, Queen of Wands. She knows what's going on. This is the one that totally knows what's going on. This is the one that says justice absolute. She's very territorial. She's very approachable. She's most sensual. She's super, super joyful and down to earth. And this one goes for justice absolute. That's the Queen of Wands. Holy cow. Holy moly camole. Okay. So, it looks like Kim is saying something about Kimbits, but I'm not sure which. She's saying Kimbits for the year ahead. Okay, and I'm not sure which way you paid or which one, but I thought I saw earlier that sometimes people were having issue with the Cash App, and it's $, the Feisty Butterfly on Cash App. So just if you see Phil, my husband's name is Phil, so don't freak out. And she did PayPal. Okay, great. Let me look and see if I can find your question. It's just the year ahead. Well, the year ahead, I usually don't put anything specific in the question anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. So give me a second and I'll figure out which decks that I want to use for you. Kimbits, the year ahead. Let's see what we got here. Hang on. This tray is full. Give me 1 second, guys. This tray is too full, so I've got to put it down and get a new one. And then, look at yours coming up here. We're going to go to the Arcanum for you, okay? So, The Arcanum is a beautiful, beautiful deck. It's kind of magazine-y beautiful, but it's still really beautiful. Obviously, I like it. I got 3 of it. But it's really, really quite beautiful. So, okay. I'm going to flip this down so it can be seen. We'll go to the year ahead. Go in here first, and then we'll see. I don't know if we'll need all 3. But we'll start in the center with these, with the big ones, to see what's going on. And then we're going to go all the way around, and then we'll clarify. So, for Kimbits for the year ahead. Let's see what's going on. Nice. Something's going good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. All right. Under the Hangman is the 10 of Cups. There's a new perspective, and it's like about time to get down from here. And the 2 of Cups. Perfect timing, perfect partnership. This can be friendship. It can be business. And it can sometimes be stronger than the Lovers. It can be romance. The Hangman comes in a little bit sideways. And in the position here, with the significator of the 10 of Cups and the happy ever after energy. Domestic harmony coming in. And the 2 of Cups. All right, let's see what's going on for you. Wow, I'm loving that. Okay. We've got the Hermit coming in strong. Hermit needs you to know something. There's a lesson in here. There's going to be a little bit of going the dark night of the soul a little bit here and going a little bit the route alone. This is the November card. There's something that came through and it landed right here in June position, but we're in November. So there's something that was in June that's being revisited right now in November. It'll be revisited at some point this month. I don't know if it's revisited yet. It feels like it's going to be revisited by the time you're done with November. So probably around Thanksgiving or just after. Okay, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Okay, now let me flip this down so you can see a little bit more what's going on. Okay, all right. So here we were in November with the Hermit. When we go to December, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is Mr. Slow Ride, Take It Easy, right? This is the one that is super prepared to do the task. This is the Queen's emissary. This is the one who will do something as long as it's worth doing. And it has to be of value, true value to do. Sometimes this gets seen as the mercenary card. It's not so much the mercenary. When he is on the Queen's mission, when he's the Queen's emissary, he's going to go to the ends of the earth to get the job done, and he won't stop until it is done. There is something in December that requires a huge amount of persistence for you, like a big amount of persistence for you. Big. So what this is requiring is you to be prepared and ready. This next little bit, you want to prepare. So you have your freaking ducks in a row. This one takes 3 canteens to cross the desert. So have it ready. Be prepared. December's going to be challenging, and you're going to be at the start of a new journey going forward. Now, here we're going into the 9 of Swords in January. There's anxiety. There's stress. This is the mini of the Tower. This is like, yikes. Hate that. I love the Tower card. Why? Because every time I've seen that fucker of a card, every time, there's something beautiful that happens after the disaster. But getting through the disaster is the challenge. So there's anxiety. If there's an epiphany that drops, if you're not getting enough sleep, get your sleep. If you're getting rude awakenings at night, pay attention. Write it down in your dream journal or something, because this is important. In January, information is going to try and come through for you. What else about this? Let's look for a clarifier on that. There's something you need to transform, and the magic is coming up. There's something you're more than prepared to do. It's like you're going to have to be brave. You got to put on your big girl britches to do this. You do have the magic, the ability to do it. It's going to require more of this Wands energy coming forward. This is huge for you. In February, the Wands energy is coming forward. It's like you're anticipating something. Could be very much a career change or a work change where you're having to step up your game in a big way in February. Now we got March. Feeling a little bit stuck. March has the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is all about when you're stuck and you're feeling like, damn it, I don't think I can do this. And it's a lot of self-doubt. Now let's look in this. This is the March card that we're looking at right here. Wow. What do we got here? King of Wands. Somebody's telling you something that's keeping you small or keeping you stuck. And this King of Wands is coming through like an asshole. What I can tell you is when the King of Wands comes through like an asshole, that's when the ego is in the way. This is when somebody is taking too much authority or you are believing too much of their bullshit. So in March, you be your own authority. You set it forward. You be the one that leads you, all right? Defer to your own self. What else do we got on this? Defer to your own self means reference and revere what your authority and your knowledge and your inspiration is more than anybody else's. And that will set you free from this. I want one more for March in the clarifiers. What else do we got? Yeah, there's a transformation. Something is coming to an end and you're moving forward. Just because somebody doesn't get it doesn't mean that you don't got it right. You got it right. If you're becoming butterfly, you can't stay in caterpillar mindset. Somebody else will tell you something that might keep you small in caterpillar mindset, and you're going to be like, nope, nope. That's the one that she said, butterfly. It's butterfly. Sword of truth right here, big time. All right, let's see what else is going on. We've got April. Wheel of Fortune. Fate is changing. Adventure's changing. April feels really good. May, 5 of Cups. Leaving something that doesn't serve behind. Grieving something. Then look at those 2 cups. Look at it. Look at it. 2 cups are here in the center, right? We talked about this. 2 cups are right here. This is May. So you have to grieve whatever it is. Leave that behind. This is loss, sorrow, and grieving. And these 2 cups are what you're pivoting towards. June, you've got the 2 of Swords. The choice in the crossroads is right here. You need to look towards your emotions. So May, you're going to have to let go of something. June, you're going to have to choose something. I want to see what's in the energy between those. I'm flipping this back down so you can kind of see. I want to see what's right in here. And this will be a shared energy between these two. So I'm not telling you that this is mid-May to beginning of June. No, no, no. Don't misunderstand me here. I'm telling you the Wheel of Fortune has turned and there's an energy that's shared in these 2 months. Queen of Wands. Love it. Love it. Now, this is the one that's insistent. She says, my way or the highway. She's territorial and she's right. And she's the most approachable, the most sensual. When she goes somewhere, she is the party. She's got her mojo. She's the one that turns head just by walking in. Just heads whiplash. And this is what you're recovering. This is what you're remembering. Forgotten arts, forgotten arts. Okay. Mo is giving me the message on the what's the word? The little yellow paper. Post it. Forgotten arts, forgotten arts. This is something about the forgotten arts. It's how you take your power back. It's how the sway of the hip comes in, knowing that you have the cookie, knowing your value, knowing your worth, yes, but also really, really reveling in your own sense of what you feel. Not just what you feel emotionally, but how you feel, how you navigate the world shifts. This is when you're comfortable in your own skin and almost dangerous, like vampire, sexy, dangerous. This is what comes in after you let go of this and you choose at the crossroads. You're going to inhabit this energy where you're reclaiming your mojo again. So that's what we got going on. May, June, July, we have the King of Swords. You're going to make a strategic plan. Now, if this was to do with like a romance, or if this is to do with reestablishing your own sense of sensuality and who you are as a woman. Sometimes we get lost in this. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a this, I'm a that, and we forget who we are as a woman. This is what's coming back to you. This is what you're bringing in clearly, clearly, clearly. Your own sense of self is coming in very strongly and very concise. July. Making your plan and carving something out. August. You've proven your worth. You know what it is. You're getting off the battlefield. You just showing up is enough to be intimidating. You don't want to be intimidating. You don't want to have to be seen as aggressive. This is ruthless battles. This is winning at any cost. Sometimes it's better to leave the battlefield. Sometimes this is adding insult to injury. So July and August, be careful. You don't want to be overly aggressive in those months. You will have already won if you can embody this energy. Let's see what happens as this energy flows through here. I want to see what else is coming forward in the energetic sense. So let's see what we got here. Hang on, I'm adjusting this on the iPad too. Ooh, you are going to hold your own. There's something about this. Now, this is important. Sometimes this comes through as a miser card, but this is being well endowed, well set, having the money that you need to have, being pretty well set, but not knowing it. So you don't have to be on the battlefield. You don't have to be the greedy miser on the battlefield with these 2 cards. You just need to know that you have enough, right? You need to know your needs are going to be met, that it's going to be provided for, and it's okay. There's something, this is very, very, very relationship. It feels relationship heavy more than it feels job heavy. It feels relationship heavy, and not just heavy in the in the romantic sense, although that's part of it. It's also in the domestic sense, or how you do the familial relationships, family and friends relationships. There's something where you have held yourself in a position like this for a long, long time, and this needs release. This needs freedom. This understanding who you are, understanding what you bring forward, understanding that you are the queen is huge. It frees you from some of old legend, old myth. Why are we getting that? That's really unusual. Okay, what are we getting here? I want to go right to the heart because there's energies coming through. So we're going to go looking through here, right to the heart, okay? The Hermit. The Hermit comes through again. Now, I told you the Hermit was here in June. Darn it, this puzzle piece. Hang on. There we go. Okay. All right. Sorry, that puzzle piece came through. This came through in November, right? When I asked what goes to the heart of this, it's this lesson here. This dark night of the soul lesson. Knowing who you are. Being a more and more and more in touch with who you are is coming through. And it's going to be a little bit different. But if you're going to have the emissary of the queen going, you need to understand who the queen is, and she is you. All right. What else do we got going on? Okay, we've got clear over to August. September here is the Seven of Wands. It's holding your boundaries. And October is the Page of Cups, a new creative force. But I want to see what's going on with the new creative force in October, just to see for a minute. Moving on. Knight of Pentacles comes through again. Six of Cups. Okay. You will be tested. In September, you hold your boundaries. And I wanted to see what you needed to be creative about. This is something where you are moving on. You've had enough pain from a certain situation that is done, done, done. You will get a reminder of that pain. It's not something fun that I like telling you, but I can't not tell you when this card comes up. It's a reminder of the pain. Now, sometimes we see this and we'll think, if you see Three of Swords, people think third-party betrayal, blah, blah, blah. This is sometimes the more wounds of the heart that are difficult. This one leads me back to an Eight of Swords energy. Leads me back to the limiting beliefs. And sometimes the self-doubts or the self-betrayals. Leave those well and truly behind. Create something different. The emissary of the queen needs you to understand you are the queen. If you are going to be the man on a mission, if you're going to be the one prepared for this, to step up, to do something that's very purposeful, if you are to be in alignment with your mission, you need to be able to do this and leave the doubt behind. Take what was good from the past, from the nostalgia, but don't wear the rose-colored glasses anymore, all right? This is how you create something new for self. This is huge for you. This is why you're getting this one coming up, because although it involves relationship and a lot going on going forward, at the heart of it and the very start of it, right here in November, was this Hermit. That's what's going forward for you. There's a lot of juiciness, a lot of fullness coming through, but there is a shift in your perspective, your shift in understanding capacity of those around you without taking something so personal, without taking a slight, or maybe when people are idiots, if somebody's being a jackass and they that's just their capacity, that's all they're capable of doing. If they can't see you differently, if they can't understand you or they don't get you, that's okay. You don't have to invest a lot of energy in worrying how to please them anymore. You're doing your own thing. You are serving what it is that you are meant to serve. You're traveling the path you are meant to travel, and you're going forward on your mission, very, very determined, very steadily, stalwart is what I'm getting. That's what you're doing, and that's important for you. That's what I've got, and that feels complete. That's gorgeous. Don't forget this. Don't forget this is who you are. You're having this lesson a little bit, but this is who you are. All right, that's what I've got. And this is the Arcanum Tarot. And as you can see, I love, love, love it. And that was the year ahead. You are so, so welcome, honey. So, so welcome. No problem, no problem. Yeah, I love tarot, and I love doing those reads. I thought when I did those, I broke out this read, and I was doing it in January, and I thought, okay, this will be fun. We're here in November, and people love seeing this at any time of year. So it's like, okay, I will keep doing that read because people love that read. All right. Let me get some water, and we'll see if we're done for the evening or not. It's recorded, so what I'm going to do, Kimmy, and you can go follow me on the tube. You know the one. That's where I upload it. So in the chat, if you want to say, but I'll upload it tonight, and then you can just go zooming through and you can go check it out a little later if you want. So I have one iPad that shows payments. I have my phone right here. Then I have another iPad that I'm recording on. So yeah. It's a Feisty Butterfly or Feisty Butterfly Tarot. Feisty Butterfly Tarot is where I think you can find me on the tube. So yeah, I don't think the A is on it, on that one, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. Feisty Butterfly Tarot. Look for me there. And it's like not in any particular order, but I'll upload this when we're done with the show tonight. And so it'll probably be there by tomorrow. I don't know why it would take that long, but say the internet's slow or whatever. But then you can go through and find it. And there's a part 1 and a part 2 of today's show. So you'll, if I can get it to upload correctly, then I can have them both there. So yeah. So that's what we got going. So Kim, are we done? Are we set now? Hey there, Disney Deb. How you doing? Okay. Okay. You think so? Okay. We might go to the Disney Villains just because Disney Deb came in. We'll see if I can find it. If I can find the Disney Villains. Yes, we're going to go to the Disney Villains. We're going to get an asset and liability, and then I'll let you guys go. You've always wanted to get that one, and finally was able to. Yeah, absolutely love it. Yeah, the list is clear. I thought we'd do an asset and liability from the Disney Villains and see what they have to say. These ones I usually keep with my Halloween cards and the Halloween set, but it's like, all right, we're going to do it. Disney Deb comes in. Okay, we'll take a hint. Okay, universe. We'll take it. The asset. What is the asset that we need to be aware of? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, 7 of Swords. Now, this is looks like the mom from Cinderella with that ring, Lady Tremaine or whatever her name is. But the asset, the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is usually Sneaky Pete, the thief that knows how to cover his ass and be stealthy instead of be robbed. This is being strategic for your own behalf. This is being stealthy and wise and learning to cover your ass. That's the asset. What's the liability? And this is telling you, make a plan for it, man. She's got the paperwork on it. Come on, Ursula. Liability, liability, liability. What do we got? Whoa. Liability is 2 of Cups. Now, these are delusions of relationship when we need to have temperance instead. This is the liability. This is just a very pip card. 2 of Cups, romance can get in our head in a way that we think that we understand. And sometimes we get these very Disney notions of what love actually is. And sometimes it's something different. Sometimes love is more like your husband filling up your gas tank or doing tarot with you for a while or, you know, doing something a little bit different that isn't in the fairy tales. Sometimes it's a little bit different. So look at what it is that you think this is. Keep track of what you're valuing, what's important to you. There's the asset. The liability is how you're thinking of love is a little bit in the Delulu land. Is there one more in here? Liability, yes, there is. The Ace of Coins. There's a new way of doing it, a new reward that needs to be seen, and a new reward that needs to be offered, and get yourself fucking grounded. That's important. And we're not grounded enough if that coin is just being tossed around willy-nilly. It doesn't serve us. So be very aware. Get yourself grounded. Honor what it is that's that gift. All right, that's what I've got. That's what I've got on that one. That was a little bit fun. Maybe we'll have to do that a little bit more. That was pretty fun. So yeah. And that's the Disney Villains Tarot that usually is in with my Halloween cards and the trick-or-treat decks and all of those. But that's what was there. So I think we're probably about done for tonight. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be on tomorrow night or tomorrow or Sunday night, but I will definitely be on Monday. Monday is when usually you find me around lunchtime. I'm not usually on at the nights, but we'll see what's going on. We'll see how it's going. And that's what I've got. I think we'll probably let that be. That way everybody can get a good night's sleep, I hope. And everybody can rest and it will be all good. So I will let you go for now. And thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you. So much fun. I love, love, love tarot. And I love being here and doing this with you guys. So thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate it. It's super fun for me. I think it's super good. And I think it's holding space in the universe in a big way. Make my moon water. Yes, tonight is a fabulous night to make moon water, guys. Thank you for the reminder, Kim. It's a good night for doing that. All right. Mwah. See you all later. Bye-bye.